And good morning, everyone. Happy Turkey Day week, I think. I know, right? It doesn't seem like it, but it is. This is the Sunday morning pre-game show where we will answer all your start sits, DFS, and prop bets. And G will drink 6 beers before he is off the air. That is happening right now. 1 down, 5 to go.
Let's go. What is up, everybody? You guys ready for week 11? Because I am. I'm pumped up. Look at Thanksgiving week. We get NFL, if you read from here to next Sunday, NFL 4 times a week.
Yeah.
Monday Night Football, right? Sunday, Monday, Thursday, and Sunday next week. But
awesome.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. We're going to do a double show for DFS this week, so we'll be here on Thursday. We won't be here on Friday, just letting you guys all know. What up, Alex? By the way, Alex, you're such a great gentleman for getting your brother a gift. Actually, I almost ruined it. Maybe he might be watching it.
Spoilers.
Spoiler alert. And also, this is a quick reminder for everyone that is watching on Twitter. If you're putting a question in on the Twitter feed, we don't get to see it for some reason. So go to the YouTube channel or the Facebook or Going for Two Live Facebook and ask the questions, or DM either one of us three on our Twitter, on our personal Twitter page, and we can relay the question if you are so entitled to doing. All right. So, Eric, how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm not ready for week 11. I've got so many injuries and like bye weeks and stuff. It's rough out there. DeAndre Hopkins.
There's only 2 teams on a bye this week.
I know, but DeAndre Hopkins is hurt. Like, I'd have to go. I have so many teams that, like, I'm sure we all do. At this point, yeah, right. Like, I have a couple leagues where I'm starting like Byron Pringle, and this is like a dynasty. Like, it's terrible.
Here's what's your name? I can just imagine you being like Kevin Hart. Help me! Is there somewhere I can put on here, Gladys, or the link for YouTube? I don't know if you can copy that from the. No,
yikes!
That's not it. Let me find.
That's a long link.
No, don't put that.
Okay.
It's like a link to Garson's freaking
your
Facebook profile.
My OnlyFans account. Oh no.
All right, so we're going to start off with our love them and leave them. Our love them and leave them. I'll go first with my love them, which is of course a tight end, because that's what my love them have. Is that it? Is that the link? Gee?
You would like tight butt, tight end guys.
I mean, who doesn't? Seriously?
Not me. Not me.
So my love them is Adam Trautman this week going against the Eagles defense. Trautman hasn't Trautman has not scored a touchdown, but he hasn't had less than 6 targets in the last 3 weeks. And the Eagles are allowing the most fantasy points per game, the most catches, and I believe the most yards to the tight end position, and they've also allowed 8 touchdowns to the tight end position. And the Eagles have not won a game at home. So I think Adam.
Can you imagine being a Philly fan?
I know, right?
They probably want to kill the team. We pay all season tickets. You guys don't win a fucking game.
And but they travel really well. So, Adam is my love 'em. Eric, who's your love 'em?
My love him this week is Jalen Waddle, wide receiver for the Miami Dolphins. He's a wide receiver 18 right now in Fantasy Pros expert consensus ranking. He's playing the Jets this week. They are over the past 4. Yeah, it's exactly over the past 4 weeks, they've given up 47.3 fantasy points per game to wide receivers. That is definitely dead last in the league. The snaps and targets are there for him to have like a really big game. Really to remain a top 36 consistent option, but he has the speed, the ability to really break open a game, and I think that's actually what he's going to do this week. He's going to give us like a top 10 performance.
Is it wrong that I love the Jets coach so much? I really do.
It's wrong at all, but man, they're rough.
I want them to win because I love the coach so much. I don't really care about the players, but I do love the coach, Robert Saleh. I want them to win for him. Hey, G, who's your 11?
My 11 is Jeff Wilson. He's going to start. What's his name? Elijah Mitchell is out. I expect Jeff Wilson to have a big game today. I'm very high on him due to the matchup against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jermichael Hasty, I don't think he's going to play. I don't even know who the backup running back for them will be.
Wait, what happened to Trey Sermon? Is he just not?
Oh, you didn't hear?
No.
Oh, actually, I can't tell this joke because you love dogs. You love dogs. I'm sorry. Okay. I know you love dogs, so
I do love dogs. So don't tell the joke.
Yeah,
I don't want to hear it.
No. Yeah, he shit on his dinner in one night and he could never play again. Yeah, that's what happened. No, he's in a doghouse. So yeah, he. Damn,
all right.
Sorry.
That's okay. Wait, Ryan H wants to know in a standard league, which tight end would you play out of those three? Farmouth against the Chargers, Troutman against the Eagles, or Hawkinson? Who's Detroit playing?
Damn, it's not who Detroit playing; it's who his quarterback is.
Oh, that's right. Okay, I'm sticking with Troutman. What? Who'd you say?
They're playing the Browns.
Detroit. Yeah, but they have that second. They have that guy. Yeah, they have the guy that is. So if you're behind Jared Goff in the starting lineup thing, how bad are you? Because Jared Goff sucks.
Oh, so this guy's bad. Like bad. Like he doesn't belong to be a backup quarterback. This guy, I don't know how he's getting jobs. Like I can tell you how bad he is. I mean, he has okay, so he transferred from Eastern Kentucky to another college, and the reason why he transferred, he had like negative 130 yards rushing, and then he had like terrible interception. He transferred and went over there, and everybody was like, "Oh, cool, we're gonna get a guy that's like." It was like a JUCO college now.
Oh, okay.
Cool, we're gonna get a guy that played Division I. No, he sucked there too, and I don't know how he got a job in the NFL. And magically, the Green Bay Packers had the balls to actually sign him to be backup to Aaron Rodgers, and then he got a job with the Detroit Lions. I don't know how, but I'm telling you, this guy is gonna be like. You remember Mason Rudolph when he came in last year and he just sucked?
Don't remind me.
Yeah. It's gonna be worse than that.
That's pretty bad. So I'm going Troutman. I mean, Farmouth is a good choice, but it's a Sunday night game. I'm going Troutman. Who do you got, Eric?
I'll go Pat Freiermuth. Over the past 4 weeks, he saw 7, 6, and 9 targets. He gets 3 touchdowns. His yardage totals aren't anything to write home about, but if you're playing in a standard league, he gives you the highest chance of a touchdown scored, and that's really what you need in a standard league.
Ben not having practiced all week because of the COVID?
I don't think Ben really needs practice at this point. He's like a 15-year vet. He'll be all right.
Come on, Gladys. Big Ben doesn't practice. He hasn't practiced for 10 years, probably 5 years now.
I wanted to say – oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. You want to say what?
I was going to say, I wanted to say Hawkinson really, really bad just because of like all the dump offs that Tim Boyle is going to be doing. But now I remember that DeAndre Swift is going to be there. So I think, I'll tell my piece for DFS. I suck at DFS. So there's my warning to everybody. I think DeAndre Swift might get like freaking 10 receptions this week. And that's a full PPR format. So anyways.
G, which one do you have of those three?
Probably Freiermuth. I you know what? But here's the thing, though. Like, just to give Ryan that advice, but me myself, I would start Hawkinson because I start my best players. I believe matchups important, but for tight end, I just start the best player.
So you have Ryan. So you have 2 Freiermuth and 1 Troutman for your decision-making process. Ryan wants to know: would you play Joe Flacco in cash games on DFS?
Not even if you paid me $100 to do it.
So I'm guessing that's a strong no. Eric, what do you have? A strong no too?
Oh yeah, that's the first thing I saw this pop up, and I was like, no, hell, I'm not playing Joe Flacco in a 7 quarterback league. You know what I mean? Like if I have to start 4 quarterbacks, Joe Flacco ain't gonna be on my team. And honestly, the Miami Dolphins are really, really good. They've been really good lately against every position.
Probably one of the top 3 blitzing teams. So Flacco's going to be running for his life for a lot of the game. So there's 3 hard no's on that one. Jeremy wants to know to start Darren Williams for Chiefs or CEH. Do we know if CEH is still playing? I mean,
it's not Darren Williams, it's Daryl Williams, but yeah, CEH is active. I've already Jeff asked this question on the show. I got asked this question by a friend, and this question now here. I tell you this. Sure, you can start CEH. But in this high game environment, I don't see neither one of them being better option than both of each other because they're both going to get probably the same kind of usage or market share on the day. So it's really up to you how your roster is constructed on your fantasy season long. But I would look for a different option. Maybe Jeff Wilson's still out there. Go pick him up. Yeah. I mean,
it's a full PPR. Does that change your? No? Okay. Eric, what you got?
I mean, if you're going to make me choose one of these, I'll probably just go Daryl Williams just because he's established. Andy Reid hates having the ball thrown to CEH. We've seen that over the past 2 seasons and a half. So Kirsten, that third one went not going down well.
That one just cold.
Yeah, I mean, and I think they might work CEH back like a little bit because I believe it was an ankle, wasn't it? He had like a high ankle sprain.
Yeah, from what I heard this morning, they're going to wait like pregame and see how he works out, which means to me they're not really that confident in him, so they're not really going to play him that much. And if they do, he's going to be on a pitch count. Yeah. If I had to start one, I would start Williams. In fact, I am starting Williams. So it's all Williams except for G, who would not start either one, even though that wasn't the question, but whatever. Ryan H. Thanks. Pittman, Gallup, or Bateman, Standard League. What is with the Standard League, Ryan? Haven't we not talked about this?
I think we're not going to take any more Standard League questions.
No, we got it.
So in Standard League, I would go Bateman, because who's out?
Hollywood's out.
This is easy for me though.
Who? Why?
It's Pittman.
Pittman in a Standard League?
Yeah, because one
against Buffalo.
Okay, let me finish. One. Lamar Jackson is dealing with an illness. He came to the stadium with like this Michael Jordan shit, like flu game bullshit. But I'm telling you this much: a basketball game is way different than a football game. In the NFL, once you get hit and you have a flu or something, that shit's gonna hurt way more than a basketball game. And especially him being a running quarterback, I wouldn't be shocked if they go up by 14 points, 21 points or something. They're just gonna pull him. I like Bateman a lot today. But if I'm going with touchdown upside in a Standard League, I think Pittman has the most touchdown upside. I know he has a tough matchup with Tre'Davious White, but still, I mean, he's always just getting all the targets, and he's going to soak it up today. But I can understand the matchup, but I'd rather have Pittman out of those three.
I'm going to change mine to Gallup because Cooper's out. Okay, but I'm still not going Pittman because I think Buffalo's defense is going to shut them down. But anyway, go ahead, Eric.
I was going to take Gallup. I was going to make us all three like just confusing for Ryan. But yeah, I'll take Gallup. No Amari Cooper. This is the highest over/under of the week. This Chiefs and Cowboys game. They're going to be slinging the ball all over the place. I love me some Michael Pittman, but he is 100% the best player out of these three. So if I had to rank them just for plays wise, Gallup, Pittman, Bateman. Because like G had said, Lamar, I don't know what he's going to do as far as him feeling ill or whatever. I'll go Michael Gallup.
I like Pittman. I do agree. I think he's the best wide receiver out of those three. But I think Buffalo's secondary is really, really good, and I don't trust Carson Wentz. But okay, so you have 1 Pittman and 2 Gallups. Ryan Harold Riley wants to know, hey y'all, Lamar or Tua in cash games? Gee, that's you. It's all you, buddy.
I'm definitely. This is tough, but I probably have to say Tua because of the illness. I want to see him warming up and everything looking good. So that's why within the next hour or so you're gonna know. But if I were to pick a cash game quarterback, it would be Tua. But if I had to pick someone else besides Lamar and Tua, I'd probably just go try to get Patrick Mahomes.
Eric?
I'll play Tua. The Jets are 4th in most points given up against. I mean, let's just put it this way: the Jets give up the most points pretty much against every position. So, and Lamar could have a Michael Jordan type game where he scores 62. Not really, you know what I mean, hypothetically, But I'd rather play Tua because I don't know how much like cheaper he is than Lamar, but I know it's got to be quite a bit. So it opens your lineup a little. It's got to open your lineup a little bit more too, and it gives you that safe floor for cash.
To be honest, if he were to play cash game, I'd probably play Cam Newton as my quarterback. He's 5,100. He's very cheap. That's saving you quite a bit of money. But Tua would be my second option, and then Lamar, but he's not healthy.
I agree with Harold. I agree with those two. I would play Tua in the cash game because Lamar. I mean, with Lamar being a running quarterback, and hasn't he had COVID like twice or been COVID adjacent twice? A respiratory. That's a respiratory illness.
Wash his hands.
He's sick now. So
I don't know if you guys saw this, but Adam Schefter reported that also Bateman, among other players too, are being tested right now because they were within close contact or whatnot. So they're going to see within the next hour or so. So keep an eye out for that. So if more players get ruled out because of COVID, even though they had a negative test from what's his name, Lamar. I mean, still you can feel ill and get COVID from someone else, but we'll see.
I think
it can be a wild ride.
I think they're treating it like it's like the flu, like a flu illness. It's gone through the facilities. So you could have a bunch of players throwing up on the sideline.
Yeah.
There you go.
What half of America think it is, and they don't take it serious. But all right, bro, it's your life, not my life.
There you go. So Ryan wants to know Tua or Cam. I like Cam. Okay, here's my thing. I like him. I'm kind of worried because he's playing against a coach who knows him so well, a defensive coach that knows him so well. So is it going to be like a Matt Ryan thing where Matt Ryan played against Dan Quinn and Dan Quinn stopped him, or does Matt Ryan just suck that much?
How are you going to do it when there's no Chase Young and no Montez Sweat? You're not going to be able to put that much pressure on him. So that defense was horrible before, and with no Chase Young and Montez Sweat, it's just going to be even more horrible. I'm expecting CMC to have a really big game today, so I love Cam Newton today, but as a cash game, I'm not playing him in my GPP.
So you're picking. Well, I think Ryan. This is Ryan with the standard league. I don't think he's playing DFS.
This is Cam. This is Cam for me.
Cam.
Standard league, Cam.
I think. Yeah.
Well, it doesn't matter, right? Because it's just standard league is 4 points no matter what, right?
Yeah, no matter what.
Quarterback.
You're getting the running option with Cam. You're getting the running touchdowns.
Ooh,
although Tua does run too. So
I'd go Tua. If this is like your
dude, quit picking on the Jets.
Oh fuck the Jets! They're terrible.
You're just picking on the Jets. And we
let me see, what I have projected for quarterback.
Okay.
Because if this is just a standard league, I think I would have. Let's see. I have. Where the hell is Cam Newton? I'd definitely be Tua then.
You go Tua if it's a standard league. So
Ryan, I have Cam Newton projected for 15 points, and then I have Tua projected for 17.5. All
right. So if it's a standard league, there you're talking about Ryan. Tua's your man. If you're talking DFS, Cam's your man. Jackie Dotson, Russell Wilson or Aaron Rodgers, 6 points for a touchdown in their redraft league. Russell Wilson, they both look really bad.
Yeah.
First off, shout out to Jackie because I know been a long time asking me questions for 4 years now. But I think sorry, you know what? You go first because I interrupted you.
No, go ahead.
No, I interrupted Mr. Look, you want to go or do you want me to go?
I want you to go.
Okay. I have right now Aaron Rodgers higher than Russell Wilson. I think Aaron Rodgers just dominates the Minnesota Vikings. I mean, we've seen him. I think last year, what's his name? Devontae Adams alone had 3 touchdowns in a game. So, and if you go look at Devontae Adams' the games before that, they're 150 yards, 100 yards, touchdown. And I just like Aaron Rodgers more in a 6 point for touchdown league.
What you got, Eric?
100% agreed. on literally all points.
Like Aaron Rodgers?
Yes, Aaron Rodgers. Russell Wilson looked so bad last week. I don't. I mean, they rushed him back. He's a tough guy, and I really actually like Russell Wilson a lot, but not against Arizona. No, I'm not doing it against Arizona.
I actually like neither, but I would, if I have to choose, I would choose Aaron Rodgers in this game, or in this, between the two of them. But isn't Rodgers dealing with like some kind of injury, like a toe injury or something?
No, he's fine. I don't think he's dealing with anything, is he?
Yeah, he has a toe injury that he has to play through because he has to get operated on after the season. So he hasn't practiced really, but again, it's like that Roethlisberger thing. He probably doesn't practice anyway, so, but the timing is what I would worry about, but I would go, if I have to choose between those two, I'm going Aaron Rodgers. Hello, Megan. Megan, do you guys like A.J. Brown or Devontae Adams today?
Both.
Yeah.
I mean,
I like both of them.
Yeah.
But
what is this in, Megan? Is it DFS? Is it redraft?
No, it just has to be redraft. You can't. There's a big difference in this one. DFS,
I played them both in DFS. I had them both in one line.
Oh no, well yeah, you can play both of them, but the thing is, there's a $2,000 difference or $1,000 difference. So like to ask that question, I don't think you. I mean,
okay.
But I would play Devontae Adams over A.J. Brown in season long. But if you are picking from those two, and you're not going to start the other one, then maybe trade one of them for a running back.
I can't imagine a scenario in a redraft or a dynasty league like where you wouldn't be able to play both of these players unless you just have like one wide receiver spot or something. That's weird.
I'm told that Lamar Jackson is not doing well enough to play. So Lamar Jackson's probably not going to play today.
Damn it.
That's from Josina Anderson, who I trust very much at a source, very strong source. Clyde Edwards-Helaire is going to play, so have him in your lineup.
So you guys get Lamar or Bateman or Mark Andrews. Who's the backup quarterback there?
Oh, Tyler Huntley season, baby. He's a youth player, baby. University of Utah, rep, Pac-12 South. I know. I'm a Utah fan. Y'all don't hate. Don't hate. We won the Pac-12 South title. We're going to win the Pac-12 title, too.
The only reason I'm glad that they beat Oregon is because it puts Cincinnati in number 4 spot. And I would like to see Cincinnati in the playoffs. But other than that, they just spanked them. That wasn't even a game. I fell asleep.
And we're going to spank because we have to play them for the title, for the Pac-12 title. We're going to spank them there, too. You know? Shout out to Megan because we love having girls as viewers. We want more, so please ask your question. But yeah, Devontae Adams for me, for sure.
Eric, you going same?
Same, and I actually have Devontae Adams, his 13-game history against the Vikings, 8.8 targets, 5.8 receptions, 61.5 yards, and almost a touchdown average per game. 0.8 touchdowns. So start Devontae Adams.
I agree. Start Devontae Adams, but I'm just curious, Megan, as to what your lineup is that both of them can't be in it. So if you have time to screenshot us your lineup or send us.
Where's the DFS? Let us know.
Yeah, let us know. Please and thank you. All right.
I will say that if the DFS on FanDuel, I'd rather play what's his name? AJ Brown over Devontae Adams on FanDuel.
On FanDuel. Okay. What period is this? I lost count. Are we in 4 yet? Are you
like number 6 to me?
No, there's no way.
6.
This says 6?
Yeah.
Holy mother of God! How did I lose count that fast?
I don't know. Have you ever seen me chug a beer?
No. Yes.
I can chug a
while ago.
Like a normal beer. I can chug a normal beer in like 2 seconds, like probably 3 seconds, less than 3 seconds.
Wow, that's pretty impressive. All right, we did our love them. Now, while we're waiting for more questions, let's do our leave them. G, you go first.
Go to Eric first because I'm gonna burp.
Okay, Eric, you go first.
I got a burp. No, just playing. My leave them is Terry McLaurin this week. Wide receiver, Washington football team. He's ranked 17th among wide receivers by Fantasy Pros expert consensus rankings. They play in the Panthers. The Panthers have a legitimate, awesome defense. They've given up the fewest points to quarterbacks and wide receivers over the past 4 weeks. And these are his finishes for the year. Wide receiver 57, wide receiver 3, 44, 4, 50, 60, 5, 61, 32. I'm just not going to take that roller coaster ride against such a good defense. He's had his wide receiver 5 game was against the Packers, and the Packers do have a legitimate, I guess, defense against the pass. So he has the capability to have a big game, but I'm not banking on it. Not against this Carolina team at all.
Okay, so my leave him is more a cautious. Love him because I didn't really have anyone that I hated, but because of the matchup, T. Higgins against Casey Hayward, I am not fond of that matchup, but Higgins is getting like 25% target share, so you're not going to sit him. Just temper your expectations. Go to Jamar Chase if you can. Tyler Boyd also has a really bad matchup. Chase literally is the only one on that team that has a decent cornerback matchup. And we know that he is also Joe Burrow's favorite. But my only problem is that their secondary is weak, but their front line is good. And that's what Burrow had the problem with against Cleveland. So he's going to have to dump the ball off. So T. Higgins will probably get a lot of the – but it's just going to be a really he's going to have to work for what he gets. So – it's not a leave him. You don't want to leave him. It's that kind of, guy that you left hang around for a bit, but you don't really expect that much from him. That's T. Higgins this week. You guys know what I mean. Well, for girls, but you know what I mean. Yeah, you got me. What you got, G?
Hold on 1 second. I'm looking at some news. No, it's Baker Mayfield. Yeah, I'm out on Baker Mayfield this week. He doesn't look healthy. He doesn't look good. Against Detroit Lion, I get people might be enticed to that, but I just don't think the Browns are going to pass the ball enough. They're just going to run it down their throat with Nick Chubb.
I do love me some Nick Chubb. Daniel. Hey, Daniel. I remember Daniel because he has a picture of the dog on his screenshot, which is an adorable dog. What's your dog's name? Is Cam worth stashing? He has Hurts and Tannehill. Yikes.
No.
I would stash Cam over Tannehill. I don't like Tannehill.
So you drop Tannehill and pick up Cam? And
yeah. The only reason why I pick up Cam is because if he goes back to being that Cam that we know where he's doing that rushing upside, I think he's worth more than Tannehill. I think I'm out on the Tennessee Titans offense this year except for A.J. Brown.
Oh, and they play the Patriots next week. The Titans do, which is
they'll probably beat them because they beat the good teams and suck against the bad teams. So,
what do you say, Eric? Hurts? Would you? You said no. Were you saying no? You wouldn't stash Cam?
I was just going to say, just the general exercise. Like, if this is a redraft league, I'm just going to assume it is. Don't ever have more than. I mean, personally, I would never have more than one quarterback on my team after. Yeah, so definitely you don't want to have 3. You got to build depth at the wide receiver and running back positions. But as far as who I would take over between Newton and Tannehill, to me that's a very a toss up because I know we all love Cam and Cam is great around the goal line and everything, but that was with the Patriots who really didn't unleash quote unquote Damian Harris until this season. They have a viable goal line back in Christian McCaffrey, so. I don't like Cam as much as most people, I think, but I mean, either way, you don't need 3 quarterbacks, so don't do that.
All right, so this is Daniel Still, who still hasn't told me his dog's name. Hurts versus New Orleans or Tannehill versus Houston. Yikes. Houston's defense kind of sucks, but
it's not great.
It's not great, but Hurts. Hey, didn't he torch New Orleans the last time they played them? But they're playing for some reason. Philadelphia sucks at home. I don't know what it is. I would go. I would go Tannehill versus Houston if I had to.
Is this for this week or what is this?
Yeah, this is week.
Oh, okay. This is a different question. I thought we were still talking about the other question.
No,
dude, I'm going Hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going Hurts as well.
So you have two Hurts.
I will not understand this. And like one of the biggest like quarterback value I had all off season was Hurt, and people somehow are still trying to talk themselves off him. Like he's been a top 3 quarterback all season. I mean, he had the most quarterback 1 weeks than all quarterbacks. Like if there was ever like a Birdman that comes in and put the quarterback, like he'll be like, put some respect on my name. It's definitely him. But I love Hurts, man. Like this guy is just, he's carrying a lot of my fantasy team because I do the same thing that Eric does, where you only have one quarterback on your team. There's no need to have another quarterback. And to be honest, you only need one tight end on your team. There's no need to have 2 tight ends. And on defense, please only have one defense. And kickers, I almost wish there was no kickers.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. I didn't say I don't
Lamar
like
Jackson is out.
So Jackson's out. Jackie says Jackson is out. Tyler's in. Does that change your prospect on Bateman?
Ooh, how much is Huntley? Because Huntley's not a bad quarterback.
No, he's actually showed up.
Yeah, he did good in the preseason, and he done good in garbage time.
Yep.
So let me go check my projections, see if I can update it for him. Go ahead and keep talking.
I mean,
so are you?
Ooh, he's 4,100.
Eric, does that change your prospects on Bateman?
I mean, a little bit maybe, but I mean, he's the backup for a reason. Lamar Jackson is a better quarterback than him, but Lamar can be pretty inaccurate at times too, as a passer, as we've seen. So for me, not really. If I'm starting Rashad Bateman, if I have him slated to start, I'm not pulling him out because I probably don't have a better option in that instance. So I'm starting Rashad Bateman regardless.
So you're lowering the ceiling on Bateman and Andrews, but you're starting them still.
Sure.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. I think that's a very good, valid point.
Thank you. What do you say, G? Are you going to put Huntley in some DFS now?
I might, because he's 4,100. That allows me to pay up for other position. I'm trying to upgrade my stuff right now. Sorry, guys.
Okay, go ahead.
That's cheap as hell, man. That could
It is.
open up the lineup a lot. Because that's 1,000 less than Cam.
So hold on. Evan at like 5 and 4 in the morning said, "Who's starting Tim Boyle today?" And I'm like, his mom. Only him. Only her. Nobody else. So if that gives you an idea,
Mom. In a half PPR, Daniel wants to know Elijah Moore or Bateman, half PPR.
Oh, Elijah Moore.
I thought Elijah Moore was hurt.
No,
I think you're thinking Elijah Mitchell.
No,
Eric.
Give me 1 second. I swear I saw something about that.
Okay.
No, he's good, bro. Trust me.
You sure?
I know.
Okay.
I know.
Well, I'm going to trust you then.
I'm an Elijah Moore guy, dude.
But Joe Flacco is throwing him the ball. I mean.
Yeah, but Huntley's throwing Bateman the ball. We got 2 backups, quarterbacks.
I think I like Huntley better, to be honest. I'll go Bateman still. I'm still going Bateman on that. Because Corey is back. I don't trust. Elijah Moore was one of my sell high guys in my article this week. So I'm gonna practice what I preach. Let's start the shot.
Would you guys drop Joe Flacco for Tyler Huntley just to prevent someone else from getting any points? Like this guy has a top team, and I don't want him to win. So hold on. Go ahead and I'm gonna negotiate a trade right now on the phone,
live on the air. After chugging 6 beers.
Go ahead, keep talking.
It's happening right now.
After chugging 6 beers, this guy is gonna.
I'm gonna see if he'll do Kristen Kirk.
He's got a silver tongue right now.
So I'm telling you, Daniel, on your question, it was 1 Bateman to Elijah Moore's for half PPR. You calling someone?
Yeah.
Yes. I'm negotiating deal.
You know what we should do, Gladys? We should really keep like a record of our calls on this.
Yeah, we should.
That would be cool for like an idea for next year, maybe.
Oh no, I mean, okay. I kind of know what the calls were.
Either leave me a voicemail.
What's his name? We say his name is Mike Wazowski.
I think that's what he said.
I can't actually say his name because he actually owns a very fancy company. So
But you
we just heard it.
You just heard it.
Oh, okay. Well, you guys didn't hear what it sounded like.
It sounded like Mike Wazowski.
It's not Mike. It's another name.
All right. D. Warren wants to know.
I texted him like at 6 a.m. And okay, so we have a tradition in my league. You guys do Thanksgiving. You guys heard of Friendsgiving?
Yeah.
Well, we have a league giving. So we get the whole league together and go out to the bar or the club, or not the club, the bar or B-Dub and just hang out. They opened up in Utah, they opened up a place called About Time. And it's like almost like rare to get like a sports bar as good as theirs. It's almost like Utah, they're very Mormon religious, yeah. And so we're going to that bar. And we're all trying to get together. And I messaged him earlier on, and I'm like, hey, man, Lamar Jackson might be out. I'll tell you what, I have Joe Flacco. And the only reason why I picked up Joe Flacco, this is a quarterback. This is a super flex league. So I always try to pick up quarterback. Last week, I picked up Cam Newton. I traded him for A.J. Dillon. Because I want to make my team stronger and stronger no matter what. I want to get wins to make it to the playoffs. And so I'm like, now I have Joe Flacco, right? I'm like, hey, man, do you want Joe Flacco for Christian Kirk? So I want to see if he can accept it. And he told me, I'm going to be at practice from 9 to 11 for flag football. I'm like, practice is on Sunday for flag football. Like, that's kind of gay, but okay. Either you, come on, dude. But, all right. You guys go back. Keep on going.
All right. So D. Warren wants to know, is Bateman still in play with no Lamar Jackson? I think the answer is yes. I think that they have already, yes. Yes.
So, I mean, it just depends on who you have, like who your other options are. But like I said earlier, if you're already starting Rashad Bateman, like you probably don't have many better options out there. So if you give me an idea who you might be starting to,
yes.
And then he took the trade.
No, he didn't accept it.
No.
It's Jeff Wilson's absolutely starting. I haven't even talked about my DFS stuff. That's crazy.
Oh shit!
Yeah. But we can
start Jeff.
Yeah. Okay, so answer D's question, and then we'll talk about your DFS stuff. Bateman still in play with no Lamar Jackson.
Yes, on DFS. Season long, no.
Okay. So D, who else do you have that you can put in besides Bateman if it's season long? All right. G, DFS, go.
All right, here we go.
Here we go.
I actually was very organized. I woke up at 4 a.m. today.
Nice.
I didn't start drinking till around 9 o'clock.
So
Nice.
proud of you.
So at quarterback, my favorite quarterback plays are Patrick Mahomes, Dak Prescott, Derek Carr, Joe Burrow, and Josh Allen. I'm gonna target very heavily on basically that Kansas City Dallas game. You will hear me talking about that game a lot today. The quarterbacks I really like are those 5 guys, but in reality, it's just the stacks that make it work. But along with the wide receiver, the running backs that I'm going to tell you that are going to be really good value, allowing you to pay up for those guys. Hold on one second. I forgot to upload my projection when I was trying to do my Tyler Huntley thing. Go up. Yeah, I just think that game environment with the Dak Prescott and Patrick Mahomes going to be very high scoring. I can see that game going over 60 points. Tyron Smith, or Tyron what? What's his name? The tackle for the Cowboys.
Tyron Smith.
Yes.
Yeah, with him being out does worry me a little bit because Dak has struggled when Tyron Smith is out. But the thing is, it doesn't matter because the Kansas City Chiefs defense sucks. So it all depends. But I'm glad the offense got back on track. The Kansas City Chiefs offense.
Yeah, Smith has missed the last 2 games, just FYI. So
he didn't play last game?
Oh, he didn't play? Oh, I didn't know
that. I think he's missed like the last 2, pretty sure.
Okay.
Because we started Terrence Steele at left tackle.
Oh, yeah, I forgot you're a Cowboys fan, huh? Good thing I didn't burn their jerseys this week, huh?
You didn't have to.
Yeah.
That came through.
Came through, man. Like, I made a good amount of money thanks to the Cowboys. So Patrick Mahomes, Kansas City, Dallas, 7,600. He's coming in at a pretty high ownership along with Dak Prescott. So I'm gonna have a target. I'm gonna go both of them. I'm gonna have a lot of exposure to them. They're both the second. Only one quarterback rated higher than them, and that's Josh Allen. For me, and that's against Indianapolis Colts defense. Very great matchup. George Burrow and Derek Carr. I like the game environment they're gonna be in, so I'm gonna have a lot of exposure to them. Those are my 5 quarterbacks. I'm not going with anybody else. I like Tua, but the thing is, I don't see the upside of these other guys. So I'm going to go there for my quarterback. For my running back, it's pretty straightforward, guys. This week, I'm going to have a very, very, very small core, and it's going to be like a core of 6 guys. Number one, I have my stud build. So my stud build is CMC, Nick Chubb, and A.J. Dillon. Those 3 guys, great value, especially A.J. Dillon. He's basically the smash block of the week at 6,200. I have a lot of him. I'm waiting for the Taysom Hill news. I haven't looked because I'm on the show. But if Taysom Hill is out, I will have a lot of Mark Ingram. He will get all the usage. He will get that red zone, goal line carries. I don't have to worry about Taysom Hill because Trevor Simeon's not going to run it in. I promise you that. But Jeff Wilson is actually my favorite value of the day at running back. I know everybody will say A.J. Dillon, but Jeff Wilson and that San Francisco 49ers offense is a great play. He is 5,100. I'm going to have a lot of exposure to him, and then James Conner. So if you were to do a stud build, the stud build will be CMC, Nick Chubb, A.J. Dillon. But if you want to have a value, it's going to be Jeff Wilson, A.J. Dillon, and James Conner. Now, I did temper my expectation a little bit with Kyler Murray being out. So I kind of have to make a decision later on within the next hour to see if I really want to have James Conner there.
Is Kyler Murray definitely out?
Yeah, he's out.
Okay.
They already said it. Oh, man, okay. I don't have another beer. Anyways, but my favorite running back to have as a one-off, basically to rotate them in there, is Nick Chubb. I'm going to have a lot of Nick Chubb. I think this guy can break the slate today. He's going to be my favorite player at running back that kind of in the mid-tier. It's not CMC. It's not a value, but he's right there. So I'm going to have a lot of Nick Chubb. Other one-off players at running back are definitely Jonathan Taylor, Joe Mixon, Ezekiel Elliott, David Montgomery. You can rotate them in. Another value running back that is being talked about, but I'm not too high on, is Deontay Foreman. I understand it, but in reality, I don't think that Tennessee's offense is as good as people make it out to be without Julio Jones, Derrick Henry. I think that defense allows them to be good, They create turnovers, but in reality, their fantasy production on offense hasn't been that great. If you really look at A.J. Brown's weeks, the last 2 weeks, you ain't too happy. So, wide receiver, it starts with Tyreek Hill. Travion Diggs, he bites the shit out of double route. And he's a great defender. He kind of reminds me of, he's not like, what's his name? Darrelle Revis. But he's more like, I guess you can say Deion Sanders, where he just wants to make playmakers, for just jump the ball hawk and all that, but he'll bite on stuff. And I'm not gonna say he's Deion Sanders though. He's just like a ball hawk, But that's the thing to me is this: Dallas Cowboys, they're gonna keep pace with this team, and it's gonna be a good game environment. I'm gonna have Tyreek Hill as my number 1 wide receiver. I like Devontae Adams, but I'm not gonna be all in on him. I'm not that high on him. I'd rather pay for Tyreek Hill. He's $200 cheaper. The next wide receiver, I think it's time to actually respect him as a top elite wide receiver too. It's Debo Samuel. This guy proved it week in and week out. He is a number 1 wide receiver. And not only that, with no Elijah Mitchell, he's gonna be getting rushing attempts. Last week he had 5 rushing attempts for 36 yards, averaged 7.2 yards per carry and 1 touchdown. So if he is rushing and wide receiver role that he has, he's a jack monster. I'm going to have a lot of Debo Samuel. I'm going to try to get him in as my one-off for wide receivers. I love A.J. Brown on both sides, which is FanDuel and DraftKings. On FanDuel, he should definitely be one of your priority plays because he's 7,200 over there. Jamar Chase, CeeDee Lamb. I mean, come on, guys. No Amari Cooper, CeeDee Lamb versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Not hard. Stephon Diggs, of course, another great play. DK Metcalf. I love DK this week more on his matchup. I think that Seattle game can be sneaky. I know I think people think the Cardinals defense is elite. I wouldn't be shocked if Seahawks beat the Cardinals this week. I love Jalen Waddle. I'm glad Eric talked about this too early on because I was really high on Jalen Waddle. Now I need no confirmation because I got it from Eric. Jalen Waddle 5,600 versus the Jets. I can see him getting a 20-point game easily, but I did get a little bit disappointed when Eric also said T. Higgins was his leave him.
No, I said that.
Oh, Clouded?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like T. Higgins a lot because of his value, 5,400. Tyler Lockett, another player that I like. You got to remember that Tyler Lockett last year went and had a 50-point game for the Cardinals. So I still think that defense is gonna bite on this kind of. He's 6,000 too. Brandon Cook, Justin Jefferson, the whole Rashad Bateman situation. I had to change my opinion on it now because no Lamar Jackson. So yeah, I like him at the value still, but I'm not gonna have as much of exposure as I did before. My number one value wide receiver is very easy. It's not hard. It's Michael Gallup. With no Amari Cooper, Michael Gallup's going to step into the Amari Cooper role, basically. Or they'll probably just put CeeDee Lamb there. It doesn't matter who it is, but this game, they're going to need to score points. Michael Gallup is 4,200. And another value I do like on that same team is Cedric Wilson, 3,200. Very cheap. And there's two other wide receivers I don't know how to make up my mind. Byron Pringle and Mecole Hardman. One of them is going to do good. I don't know who it is, so just GPB play. Tight end, Travis Kelce starts and ends there. I mean, this guy in this game environment should have a 20-point game easily. I mean, he's going to kill it. And I know I get it. Like, he let you down for like 2 weeks before that. But in the last 2 weeks, he's done 22 points, 17 points, and he gotten targeted over 18 times. That's the Travis Kelce we know. I think he's going to be fine. I think he just needed his beard to grow out a little bit, and that's it.
Thank you.
But, yeah. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I ain't being racist or anything, but white people look better with beard. So I ain't gay either. So, but you guys better let your beard grow out a little bit. I mean, I know Eric got that mustache, but he's killing the mustache game. That's for sure. But Dalton goes, George Kittle. I'm actually taking Mark Andrews off my list now with no Lamar Jackson. Because I'm not going to lie, Mark Andrews, like, he's one of those tight ends. If Lamar Jackson had a hard time being accurate to him, I can't imagine Tyler Huntley being accurate to him, now that I said that, he's going to have like a 30-point game. Cole Kmet comes in as a good value at 3,400. But one of my cheap plays this week that I'm probably going to have a lot in order to pay up for those quarterback and those stacks that we're talking about. I don't know if you guys even heard of him. It's John Bate. Yep. John Bate.
Yeah, baby.
500. Yeah. This guy plays for Boise State. He's actually very athletic, and he kind of reminds me like a rookie version of Travis Kelce. But the thing is, he's not Travis Kelce. So I'm letting you guys know, like, this could backfire very bad where he only gets you like 4 points. But it allows me to pay up for everything else. So I'm going to take my gamble and play John Bate this week. Defense, the Browns defense, they're number one for me. I love the Browns defense this week. Playing Tim Boyle. I mean, this guy, I'm telling you guys, I'm calling it right now. He's throwing 3 interceptions. He's going to fumble once, and he's not going to throw more than 100 yards. I'm calling it right now.
How many times is he going to get sacked?
Oh, their offensive line is actually pretty good, though. That's the problem.
Yeah, okay.
It's not bad. But he's just going to force – he just sucks. Panthers defense, number 2. I love the Panthers defense, like Eric said. Panthers defense. I mean, everybody made fun of the Panthers organization when people are texting the shit out of me right now. When they drafted all defense in the 2020 draft. But now look at them. They're actually playing ball. They're balling out on defense. The Titans defense, I love them too. I mean, they're going to face the Houston Texans. But here comes the shocking one. Can you guys guess a defense that I like that everybody be like, why?
Chiefs?
No, I'm not playing the Chiefs either.
That would be like the one I would say why.
The Texan defense.
Oh, yeah, I would say why to that too.
So, like I said earlier on, I'm not very high on the Tennessee's offense. It's more their defense that's been making play to keep them in game and give them short field position. But the Texan defense have actually done okay. They got 15 points versus the Miami Dolphins. They got 7 points for the Arizona Cardinals. Even 5 points versus the New England Patriots. All I'm looking for at 2,000, the cheapest they are. That's the cheapest salary you can go on DraftKings. I'm looking for 5 points, 6 points, you know. But those are my defense. I'm telling you guys, just revolve. If you really, really want to do like a really core at running back, it's going to be CMC, Nick Chubb, A.J. Dillon. At wide receiver, you really want to have that stack of the Kansas City game. And basically, tight end, I'm going John Bate or one of those stud wide receivers. Defense, Brown or Texan.
I have a DFS question. Which quarterback would you play like a one-off so you could afford all those other stacks? Like, would you play Cam Newton and no, because you're playing CMC. So which quarterback would you play like a one-off?
So like quarterback, so when you say, okay, so.
That means you're not going to stack anything with him that in that game. So you can stack like Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce or CeeDee Lamb and Dalton Schultz and Zeke. Do you know what I'm saying?
No, I understand your question, but the thing is, at quarterback, you don't have one off. You always stack, no matter what.
Always?
Yeah, always. If it's for GPP, if you believe the game is going to be high scoring and it's going to go back and forth, you want to have your quarterback in there. Because let's say your question, basically what it's initiate, let's say I want to have Tyler Huntley a quarterback and it allows me to pay up for everything else, right?
Right.
Let's say Tyler Huntley only gets me 2 points, right? Because he sucked.
Oh, okay.
Even though he was cheap, because I thought he was going to do amazing. By the way, I had that thought in my head just a few seconds ago. I'm like, oh man, maybe. But then you have to be realistic. If you get you 2 points, and then let's say, what's his name, Patrick Mahomes gets 30 points, you're 28 points behind the field.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
All right. I think that's my part.
That was your point. It was a very good point. So, Eric, how are you as a Dallas fan? How are you feeling about stacking DFS in that game?
So I actually love it. I mean, my main lineup, I played in a bunch of different ones, like different either tournaments or 50-50s, whatever. But I only used one lineup, and Dak and Michael Gallup was my stack in that. Gallup being, I think it was 4,200, 4,100, something like that, allowed me to get Tyreek Hill on the comeback or whatever.
Right.
And I literally it was so funny as G was mentioning it. I was looking at that lineup. I have James Conner, Jeff Wilson, and who was the other guy he mentioned?
Dylan?
AJ Dillon. Yep, those are my 3 running backs. And I was like, pretty sweet. And I got Jalen Waddle in there. So, but anyways, to your original question, I love the stacks for both. And G makes a really good point. Trayvon Diggs, while being a ball hawk, Marcus Peters, Antonio Cromartie type cornerback, he gives up a lot of yards. I mean, we could see another, like Tyreek Hill last year destroyed. I can't think of his name. The corner for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That was Tyreek's like 269-yard 3-touchdown game. That corner. Carlton Davis. That's who it was.
Oh, Davis.
Yeah, it was Carlton Davis. Yep. And he destroyed him. So I could see Tyreek Hill doing that. But yeah, I mean, this on the beat. I think the over under is 56.5 points.
Yeah. Shoot,
let's go. Stack everybody.
You know what? So I just found out I have a DD to the bar, so I can drink more. not that I was driving before. I was gonna order an Uber, but
saving some money, man.
Yeah, man, I save money. My brother's like, I get off at 10:30. I can come pick you up. I'm like, I live at your house, of course.
All right, so that everyone and G can get their lineups in. Eric, parting shots, parting words, parting thoughts.
I don't have anything clever today. I would just say enjoy your Thanksgiving.
It's Thanksgiving weekend.
I know. Well, I was going to say enjoy your Thanksgiving. Your boys, America's team is playing on Thursday, so y'all enjoy that.
That's a party shot to America. I'll tell you that much.
Y'all enjoy seeing them Cowboys in prime time. It didn't work out for us last year. I remember that because Antonio Gibson ran for 3 touchdowns last season, ruined my whole Thanksgiving. But
he slaughtered you guys.
It was rough, man. But yeah, just enjoy Thanksgiving. I had it in my head. I think it's kind of yeah. Dallas and Detroit, both of them always host games on Thanksgiving.
Oh, we play each other. What the fuck?
The Raiders. They go for the Raiders.
Let's go. But so for real, I will say that just be thankful for everything that you have. Wake up with a grateful attitude. You'll be so surprised like how much that changes your life. Just being grateful, like you are alive, you are breathing, you exist on this earth at this time, and that's something freaking awesome that you can't really. I can't fathom. I can't wrap my head around it. But just be grateful. That's what I'll say.
Before the next parting words or thoughtful words, I would like to see a bet for this Thanksgiving game between the Raiders and the Cowboys, and I want it to be a substantial bet from between you two.
Let me look and see what the.
Do you have any Raiders apparel? Or could you get any Raiders apparel, Eric?
I could get some. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if I have Cowboy fans as a friend, I can get some Cowboy stuff.
Okay.
Shit, I don't know if the Raiders are gonna win though. I'll bet it. Fuck it.
Well, let me see what the line is. I'm gonna see if I can find the line.
I haven't seen a line yet for it, but I'm on.
I love how you're not even that much confident in his Cowboys.
Oh no. I mean, we're going to cover it. So it's a -7. So we'll cover 7 against the Raiders. Easy. I ain't worried about that.
Oh, I don't think.
Wow. Okay.
So is that the bet? We cover 7?
Yeah. You cover 7. If you cover 7, I would wear something cowboy.
You don't want to do the money line?
I'll do the money line, but I know I'll cover 7. The Raiders will cover 7.
I'll take it. The Cowboys will.
Okay, but if the Raiders win, you wear something Raiders apparel.
Oh, for sure, man. Yeah. I'll just have to go out and get something. So
isn't Evan also a Raiders fan? Cowboys fan?
Cowboys fan, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna ask him if he wants to do the same bet. That way, next week when he shows up,
he's not going to be here next week. No, I'm just playing.
Yike!
I hope you watch that, Evan.
Got burned. No, my parting word. So, a few of you guys, actually, everybody on the show knows this. I came in here tonight's show with good energy, good vibe, like nothing was going on in my life. But my cousin was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. He actually didn't tell our whole family. He didn't tell anybody in his family besides his immediate family, like his brother, sister, mother, father. He didn't want nobody to know because he said, I believe I can fight this and I'm going to win. Until he said, you know what, I think I'm going to keep fighting. I need some support on bills, which was, we all get stacked with hospital bills once you fight it. His hospital bills are up to $30,000. I talked to Jeff Lambert about this. I'm going to tweet out the GoFundMe account. And I'm thankful for everybody in the community that has already donated. I'm thankful for everybody in the Going for Two family. I'm thankful for my families and friends. But the thing I'm almost thankful for, and I say this every single day when I wake up, I'm thankful to have clothes on my back, a roof over my head, food on the table, and good health. If I can have those 4 things in life, I am doing much better than a lot of people in this world. And people don't know this because there's struggles we haven't had gone through until you go through it. But I'm telling you guys this, the fact that on Thanksgiving Day, even though if you don't celebrate it as a tradition, but to have your family side by you could be one of the most valuable things you have in life. So I want you to give your loved ones a hug, a kiss, or even a high five, or just a fake ass handshake if you hate them. But no matter what, longer they're next to you, that's all you have to really appreciate in life, because you don't know what you have until it's gone. And I say this with my biggest heart. As my mother that has battled cancer 4 times, breast cancer, she means the world to me. And I don't know what I would have done, but honestly, please, on Thanksgiving dinner, when you spend it with your family, just have a good time. This is your family, and they're going to be there forever, there for you. We build good friendship with people, whether it's acquaintance friend or just family friend or, work friend, but just appreciate what you have. I'm thankful for everything that I have, and I'm thankful for all you guys, Evan, Eric, Gladys, Jeff, Tim. These are the guys I do the show with every week, and honestly, this is the best time. And I don't know if I'm gonna be here every day because I got to do stuff, personal life stuff. But I will try my damn hardest to be there for you guys. So again, Gladys, Eric, I'm thankful for you guys.
Thanks. And so my parting words, I'm thankful for both of you. But you guys go to G's page and go to the GoFundMe. They're halfway there. Even if you can't donate something, retweet it on your page or send it to your Facebook page. So like you have friends that can help and you have other people in your lives that might be able to help. Even if you can't help, that helps a lot more than you know. And I am thankful for everyone who listens. I'm thankful for those who don't listen. And I'm thankful for Eric and I'm thankful for G. You guys are the best. I'm also thankful for Evan, even though he's not here. He's pretty good too when he shows up. So just have a good time. Good luck on all your DFS. Good luck on your redraft. And have a great Turkey Day if you celebrate it. If you don't, just have a great week. Have a great week. Enjoy being alive. Enjoy the people in your lives. And we will see you next Sunday. I will see you tomorrow. Bye. And don't forget to go to G's page. Go to that GoFundMe. Halfway there, baby. We're halfway there. All right?
Thank you.
Bye, guys.